Hey, we're here at the Sophos booth here at TCEA today, and I got Jake here. Sophos is a really good partner, a long-time partner of Twotrees. We've put a lot of Sophos systems in. A lot of their, not only their firewalls, but they do managed detection and response, so they actually monitor your system. So Jake, why don't you kind of talk about Sophos from a high-level viewpoint and kind of what all you guys do for us? We have a lot of clients that have Sophos. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Sophos, at the highest level I can put it, we defeat cyber attacks. Our whole goal, it's very hard work, and we've been doing it for a long time. We've been in business since 1985, and we've developed a lot of products along the way to help our customers defeat those cyber attacks that are coming towards their network, their endpoints, and their servers. I mean, you look around here at TCEA, there's a lot of technology vendors, there's a lot of physical technology that can be brought into the classroom, but it also expands the attack surface for a lot of these schools.
Yes.
And there's a lot of unpatched stuff that can go into this technology. I know it's very cutting edge, and there's always updates being pushed out, but it's important to always have an understanding of what you have in your environment so that you can properly secure it. And Sophos comes in with a lot of different solutions, multiple tiers that will protect you at different levels of your network. So at the edge, you've got XGS Firewall that will protect your network against intrusion attacks, any intrusion attempts. You've got the endpoint and server agents that live right on the servers and the endpoints so that they can protect against attacks and use automatic response actions to do so. Even automatically taking malware off of a machine, isolating it from the network if they think it's infected. And then on top of that, we've got extended detection and response that will actually give you a good idea of, maybe any activity that could be indicative of an attack.
So maybe it's attacking something that has an embedded operating system.
Sure.
Like TV or camera.
Great, let's take a smartboard, for example. One of the examples that you can give is you have extended detection and response, and another one of our products, network detection and response. Network detection and response is going to build out more or less a score matrix of some different activity that we're seeing from a specific network flow. So let's say, for example, we're seeing a smartboard with a lot of download activity. That doesn't seem very normal for that. We're going to look a little bit into, let's say, what kind of traffic there is. Is it encrypted traffic? And if we can even take a look at basically the different aspects of that encrypted traffic to see if it's indicative of a kind of attack we've seen in the past. And then we'll send that information to extended detection and response so that you can see, hey, I think we've got something anomalous happening with this specific smartboard. Maybe we should cut it off from the rest of the network so that we can identify what exactly happened there.
I had a client sort of like that. It wasn't a smartboard, it was digital signage. And we found out they had crypto mining. The signs were being used as crypto mining. And nobody knew it. It just sat there running. And you might say, well, it doesn't hurt anything, but it did. It wore their signs out. CPUs, the signs were overheating, wearing out.
Yeah.
And just acting as a crypto mine.
Those aren't very cheap to replace either. So the big thing to keep in mind too is even attacks like that where it doesn't seem like there's any data exfiltration, anything really immediate that could be damaging to the organization or the school district. You got to think over time too, if you're burning out CPUs and burning out other devices like that, you have to replace those. And those are physical hardware units, and a lot of times warranty is not going to cover a security incident.
Now, part of what's really exciting is your managed detection and response. You guys manage a lot more than just the Sophos software. So you can manage other people's firewalls and get information from that. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. So we have several different integration packs that you can add on to your XDR or MDR experience, one of them being a firewall integration pack. So if you have a non-Sophos firewall, you can integrate the alert data coming from that firewall into the XDR platform and into our MDR team's SOC platform. So that way they can see that activity and actually action based off of just the alerts coming from that third-party device. We don't need a valid Sophos alert to actually start that investigation. We also offer identity access management integration packs. So if you've got Duo or if you've got Okta or even Microsoft, you can actually integrate that information in, and we can do the same kind of things. We can even take response actions on those products as well, specifically Okta.
Can you explain a little bit? You mentioned XDR and MDR, and I'm familiar with them.
Sure.
Can you explain to them the little difference and slight difference there?
Sure. I'll paint a picture at least with an analogy. So think about an old medieval castle. So back in the day, to protect the castle, you had a big wall around it, and your wall is our Intercept X Advanced. It's going to protect and automatically defend against your visible malware attacks, people putting files that are malicious onto a computer. It's the wall itself. XDR are the sentries on top of the wall, the people looking out into the woods for anybody that might be coming in to try to plan something, anybody spying on the wall to see if there's any vulnerabilities in it that they could infiltrate through. But then on top of that, you know, if you need to hire that staff internally or you need to outsource it somehow. So MDR is the way that you're adding Sophos as part of your team to help take accountability for the security of your environment.
Okay, yeah, so great. So that's just a short piece about Sophos. There's a lot to it. We love the product. We sell a lot of it and a lot of our clients, and we've had really good luck in our 30 years of doing business. We've never had a client that got a successful attack if they had Sophos properly installed. So really good testimony for the product. So
I'd love to hear that.
thanks. So if you want more information, contact any of your Twotrees reps, and we'd love to help you out.
Thanks so much, Jim.
All right, thanks.